Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So Coliseum is almost here, which is the reason why AQ is not available, and because Coliseum is here, and we have no idea really about it. I mean, we have a general idea, but we have never played it. So Kabam Crash has kind of shared his strategy and a breakdown of it, and I wanted effectively to share it with you, go over it, give you guys my initial thoughts. Obviously, as soon as the game does go live, we're going to be checking it out, and I will be making another video of me trying to play through it. So this is Kabam Crash kind of take on him trying to prepare his alliance before it goes live and give advice, and then he decided to share it with everybody. Right, so Alliance Coliseum, which is the one that's starting now. I'm going to talk about the solo one, but that kind of seems to be a bit more straightforward, and that's not starting till the next year. But Alliance Coliseum. The Alliance Coliseum has much more depth built in it, and doing well will require strategy, skill, and coordination with your alliance. Alliance Coliseum will replace Alliance Quest for the weeks it runs, but it is very different in a number of ways. One big difference is the reward distribution, whereas AQ focuses mostly on ranked rewards and glory milestones. Most of the rewards in Alliance Coliseum, at least for now, are nested in the two events, Solo Peak Milestone Event and Alliance Peak Milestone Event. For the vast majority of the players and alliances, maximizing these events should be the focus, and the best strategy for doing so is the main topic of this post. This also is kind of a good news for most people who do not like to increase their prestige and stuff like that, because that means that rank rewards are not necessarily as significant. It's effectively just like the regular AQ rewards that are going to be nested in there, and overachieving alliances that do better in Coliseum will be able to kind of like jump over higher prestige alliances without having higher prestige. So that's kind of a good thing for, you know, the hardcore, low-spending, skill-based alliances that we have in the game. I should note that advice here is based on internal test runs of the event. It's possible that players will figure out a better strategy, but I found out what I'm going to describe to be a reliable way to achieve top milestones. There are a few key things to know to optimize your performance in the event. 3-day event is structured around 3 sets of tags that provide bonus points for your attackers. They change every 24 hours the event is alive. On day 1, 3 of your 5 podiums are available. On day 2, podium 4 becomes available, and on day 3, podium 5 becomes available. You cannot use the same attacker on multiple podiums. This setup means that if you want to take advantage of the bonuses for the tags on day 1 or day 2, you must lock it in on that day. This is key to make sure you maximize your score. For this reason, I believe the best strategy is to focus on champions that meet as many of the tags as possible in the first 2 days, even if you believe you can set a better score with a champion that doesn't meet that tag requirement. What he's basically saying is, the first couple of days, try to play within the tags. At least hit 2 out of the 3 if you can't hit all 3, even if you think you have like better options for specific fights, because later on the tags might change and you might get a boost for that better champion. Or you can just see where you stand, and you can kind of like decide which, you know, score you can replace with your strongest champion afterwards. So I'll illustrate this with an example. Let's say tags on day 1 are #hero, #avengers, and offensive burst. Quicksilver and Mantis fit all 3 of these tags, so I'd start by testing them out. Photon and Kate meet 2 of these tags, so I might try them out as well. And go through the champions I have to meet at least a couple of tags and see who set the best scores with on my 3 available podiums. Now let's say I set my 3 best scores and I realized I have someone that can do better. Yondu is going to be nuts in Coliseum, but he doesn't meet any of the day 1 tags. So I tried to set a better score with him. I have found out that I should not. The reason is that if I stomp one of my day 1 scores, I can't get it back. Let's say on day 2, the tags are Mercenary, 2017, and size M. Now Yondu meets all 3 of these tags. If he's on one of the first 3 podiums, I can go back and set new score for him with the tag bonuses. However, now I will have an empty podium 4, and I can't get those day 1 tags back to set the score there. Hope that kind of made sense. That sounds complicated, but I will summarize it simply. Best strategy is to maximize your score will be the focus on the tags on day 1 and 2. On day 3, if you have an ace for the fight that hasn't matched the tags, you can always use them to set the score before the event ends. Focusing on tags the first 2 days keeps your options open. Beyond that, here are additional tips. Most players who aren't insanely skilled will have to do a little bit of grinding or buy podium levels to hit the top milestones. Now, this is the bit that I really hate. It's like, why introduce something that you can potentially buy? It really had no need for it. It is genuinely kind of like one of those things that could have the potential to sour the experience. I hope it doesn't. I hope like a bit of grinding can offset purchasing some currency, but we'll see about that. But do a little bit of grinding or buy podium levels to hit the top milestones. Well, you are going to have some sweaty sessions trying to hit your best scores. If you are like me, you might also want a more chill time for some of your sessions. The lower difficulties are great for this. You are unlikely to beat your best scores on easy or medium, but they can be great for farming some podium XP while you are watching football on the train or waiting to pick up your kids from school. So kick back and crush some health bars. So the advice there is effectively use the lower difficulties just to kind of casually try and level up your podium and then go heavily hardcore into like trying to do your best. While the podiums go up to level 8, it's tuned so that late game players and alliances should be able to set high enough scores to collect the top milestones with a mix of level 2 and level 3 podiums. The more skilled you are, the lower your podium levels will need to be. For example, Mike set a crazy underscore during our internal test that cleared all the milestones with a single podium. The higher levels are mostly there for mid-game players who want to grind end-game rewards and to facilitate more rank rewards chase if we decide to make the rank rewards more attractive in the future. And this is what I wanted to say, because you know that alliances will want that radiance and that weekly radiance, and they'll still try to level up the podium. So it seems that it could turn out to be a fairly grindy affair to kind of level up your podiums to like that level 8 or level 7, and then get your scores in even long after you have hit all the milestones. And it's going to be quite interesting to see like what alliances kind of like how alliances approach this, if there are some minimums enforced that your score should be at and so on. But yeah, as I said before, it looks interesting. I think it could be very, very good. But things like the podium levels and some sort of currency and the tags are also the things that make me quite worried about it. I think you could kind of survive on tags if they're like suggestive, not like mandatory. But again, I just don't really see the need for anybody to force you to grind those podium levels or purchase that currency. It's like, why do that? It's not something that adds to the fun aspect of it, in my opinion. I fail to see the fun in having to do the same fight again and again and again and again and again and again, just so you could level up that podium, just so you can set up the big score. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to, have go at it before I tried it out, but I do have points of worry. Some red flags are shining there. Also, the solo Coliseum, this part is going to be very short because solo Coliseum design is very straightforward. Pick a champion that meets the tag requirements, spend energy to enter the fight, clear as many health bars as possible. If you get knocked out and want to clear more health bars, go back to step 1. There will be champion-based leaderboard that players can look into order to see which champions other players are using, and this is a good piece of intel if you're looking to optimize your time. There are no consumables beyond energy and no boosts. Pick a champion, do the fight, and repeat. That's the solo Coliseum. There you go. That's kind of, straightforward there. Probably will also have to level that podium, but hey. I think it's nice added info. So first of all, well, not first of all, but before I finish, I have to say, thank you to Kabam Crashed, because he did not have to share that necessarily. I'm very happy that he did. Like, additional information always helps. I do still look forward to testing this out. As I said, there are a lot of things that do seem quite exciting and interesting, and I do think it could be a very, very nice change of pace from the AQ itself, because AQ is not the most fun time in the game, at least to me. And if with the Alliance Coliseum, it would effectively mean 1 week of Alliance Quest, 1 week of the Coliseum, 1 week of Alliance Quest, 1 week of raids. So I think it kind of brings a bit better, a bit more balanced structure. Now I just need to find 2 more things to replace AQ with, I suppose. And it'll be fun. I also definitely look forward to the solo Coliseum. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information